on the way to the gym. Gonna walk this time instead of drive so we can get the pre-mileage. About to start day one of listening to the other side of hard, as I call it, the shortened abridged title, Ken Rideout. And we're gonna listen to it during every run and every walk. So run through, walk two. So every run through and walk two, we're going to listen to an audible book for this week. It's going to be Ken Rideout's book. And then we'll decide after we finish that what's next. But I also want to tell a little bit of a story that I need you guys' help with. So, I effed up. So, a couple weeks ago, so it'll be 2 weeks from Thursday, which is the day after tomorrow, I had my most successful TikTok to date so far, where I had showed that I was able to purchase Supreme items from the website at work. Now, I end up copying 2 items from there, both of the shirts that I wanted, the Arabic box logo as well as the Evolution tee. And everything was all good. I was talking to my brother, my identical twin Miles. He also copped some things that day. Got the lighter, got some other stuff. And I was talking to him about, making sure that everything was everything with like the address and stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and check the tracking because I usually don't. Now, on PayPal, my primary address is the address that I am currently at, which was in Linwood, Washington. But here's the problem. That was set as my primary address, but the default settings when it comes to my PayPal was my old address that I moved from in Kent, Washington. I didn't realize that until yesterday when I checked the tracking. So the problem is I, went through some hoops trying to change that delivery address because didn't want to have to go through the ordeal of getting my brothers to pick up the package and do all of this. So I was trying to see, cool, I'll just edit the address and, it'll be good to go. But what happened is that the only option that I had at the time was to return it back to sender. So at the same time, I'm having conversations with Supreme, shout out to Supreme, their customer service, explaining the situation. So essentially I said, hey, I'm going to reship it. I'm going to return it to you guys any possible way you could reship it. They hit me with the blurb. I got blurbed out. They hit me with the blurb saying, unfortunately, we cannot reship it. You will be receiving a refund once it's returned to the payment method that you had. Easy run. We're just about a chapter in of The Other Side of Hard. That's the abridged title. Go ahead, check out Ken Rideout's book, either sold wherever books are sold, or the Audible, such as myself, is where I'm listening to. About a chapter in, and the theme of it is that when you're in an environment, it's nature versus nurture, but you have options. You can succumb to the hardships and your surroundings, and you could be another statistic, or you could rise above and find your ticket out. But always remember, it actually can get worse. Just wrapped up 3.25 miles on the treadmill. You know, I don't really document my runs on the treadmills because I don't really think it's an accurate representation. I'd rather in my head just realize I did that. But I do like documenting my walks. You know, I just like to have the mileage. But so we are on the way to Freddy's, stop by Freddy's, get some supplies for myself, the cats. Even though lately the way Charlie has been acting crazy, I almost wish it was just one cat. No, that's not true. I love my sons. I love my cat sons. Full-fledged cat dad. I never thought the day would come where I could say I have a wife and 2 cats, but that's just where we are right now. But on the way to Freddy's, get some supplies, and continue as we're walking, listening to The Other Side of Hard, which, for the purposes of saving my breath, because I do speak for a living. I work at a call center, so I talk all the time. So to save myself the extra words, I'll just say the title. You know, I'll shorten it to that. But you know the drill. And we're gonna continue our run through walk 2. So this is the first of my new series, Run Through Walk 2. This is the first audiobook. And you know, I may just start doing actual physical books too. I don't know if I want to run with it in my hand, but you know, I might read something too. But because I do enjoy physical media and physical books. But just for the purposes of my time and me really running a lot and also going to the gym a lot, I do enjoy having Audible. And also, there are times where I listen to it to go to sleep. But for the purposes of this series, I'm only going to listen to it when I'm either working out, running, or walking. So we're going to continue to listen to it. Happy Mario Day, March 10th. And, you know, one of my favorite memories as far as Super Mario is my dad, rest in peace. He was an avid Super Mario 2, the second one. He loved playing that game. He would get off work, he worked nights, he would come home and play that. I remember seeing him play that. And the second one is very slept on. I mean, everyone usually thinks about, you know, Super Mario, the first one, and then also Mario 3, which is probably, Super Mario 3 is probably my favorite outside of Super Mario 64. I love Super Mario 64, but again, it's March 10th. Just want to say happy Mario Day. Mario has made me happy a lot. I also used to main him in Smash as well a little bit. I love Mario. I love the character. And, you know, Nintendo is very prominent in Seattle. You know, they have, you know, their North American headquarters is in Seattle. So, you know, we love ourselves some Mario, you know, some good Nintendo characters. But today it's about Mario. And I appreciate you. And thank you, Nintendo, for everything. And I would love to collab someday. You know, I'm a huge video game nerd. Always have been. It's been, you know, before I just moved on to strictly fighting games and sports games, I always had an affinity for the Mario games, of course. So just wanted to give a quick shout out. But we're going to continue with the run through walk 2 with Ken Rideout's book, and I'll check you guys out tomorrow.